multi-layered streets and highways. Oh, so futuristic.
Yep, buildings that just blot out the sky.
Flying cars? No way.
People at the bottom don't need like sunlight or anything. Nah, it's fine.
They have atomic bridge.
Travis didn't have flying cars there. I thought it just had airplanes.
An airplane in every garage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Things to come that the people in 1980 will refer to the 1930s as the age of Windows because they didn't understand, the benefits of electric light living underground.
So, yeah, just have electric light all the time. You just keep children in it. It's great.
H.G. Wells, the age of Windows.
I'm just thinking about all the lead that was in the gasoline and in the air.
Now that we got clean burning atomic fuel.
So you would give you clearance to land. Jersey City, New Jersey City was built on the ruins of the old. A shining beacon to the progress and limitless resources. One of the probably the biggest city to survive. I'm guessing Leningrad's probably bigger.
Sure.
Sure. Trying to figure out what the future cities would be. But I think you, there we go. Great picture of that. But I think you actually came here to try and find someone who can make sense of these papers.
These scientific documents about this super whiz bang power source.
So I assume that unless any of you have any preparations, all 5 of you are going to go to the university.
Yeah, we might as well make this a group.
Right.
Go Nerd Patrol.
Okay, sorry I didn't have time to prepare miniatures and maps for this. So
it's all right.
But yeah, Jersey Empire University is in the new Empire State Building, which is the old Empire State Building, but they lifted it up and built another building underneath it. So it's got flying buttresses. You, of course, get there by dirigible because you can just, they have the dirigible parking stand.
Okay. Of course, quick and efficient.
Show of hands, who's seen Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Nerds. Okay. A movie that's enjoyable, but not as enjoyable as it should be.
It's the only reason why I haven't watched it.
Yeah, I can't,
You can't recommend it.
Well, that's what I mean. It keeps going up, and I love the trailer and the pitch and everything, but everyone says it's a bad movie. It's like, well, I've got good movies to watch.
It's not as bad as you've heard, but it's not as good as you've heard either. I would recommend casually watching it. The visuals are really nice.
Yeah, that's the sad thing. If you're really into that steampunk, pulp aesthetic, it captures it really, but the story itself, you're just like, whatever.
Yeah, the deco. I'm just gonna say we're more lively actors than they are because we're awesome.
There's also, but it does stand very true to the whole pulp.
It does. That's the sad truth.
Tradition of having a really exciting cover, and then it turns out to be a 2,000-word story about is completely unengaging and
yours a win.
White bread in the future.
Yeah, it should be a more exciting story like ours about bureaucratic interference and rating
reports.
Speaking of bureaucratic interference, so you'll show up at Empire University and start making inquiries. What skills do you have useful in getting past academic people?
Demolitions.
I have negotiations.
Well,
and I have academics.
Negotiation would be the ideal skill to get in because when you ask to talk to the university, they say, well, we have a policy of confidence, and unless you have a warrant, we're very busy people.
Authority. I also have negotiation.
Well, you have authority, but they'll still tell you we're academia. We're not intimidated by you.
I also have academics. Let me baffle guys.
Well, you could use academics to try and sneak in and try and look into their records. Because I know the people at home have not gotten enough of you guys going through records yet. So you could use academics to try and look at public records to see if you can figure out. But remember, you're trying to get someone to make sense out of what Hasselstoff was up to. So you can use your academics to assemble a profile. I guess that's what I should call it, is a profile.
How about this? I can negotiate, being that I am someone from 30 years in the past, to agree to do an interview about cultural issues in the past in exchange to talking to an expert who can decipher these documents.
That'll get you into the history, but will it get you into the physics department?
I will agree to be a guinea pig.
Okay, so I'm going to split you up now. Lancer's on Team Charm, and Proteus is on Team Profiling. What about your other three people?
I guess I'll be on Team Profile.
Okay. Criminal, because you're also I don't know if you're good at you're a safe cracker. You're not breaking and entering. That's hilarious. You pick criminal and you pick safe cracker.
Because the other questions are very dangerous, but he's a safe.
Gonna blow some stuff up. Okay, what about your Martian dude?
He should probably assist. What are the profilers doing? Are they trying to figure out who?
Profiler is going to go through public records and stuff that's accessible without a warrant to see what they can find out about Hustler. Because you could try to get the Space Patrol to issue a warrant, but the problem is like Dr. Hustler may have been kidnapped, but you don't actually have. I mean, you have to make a case for that, and that would be a different academic's role. Plus, you'd have to prove that she was abducted.
But could we just want to maybe look up at the public directory for one of her former colleagues or somebody who's taken over a role in the department?
Right. That's why I said assemble a profile.
Okay.
So I'm going to put you on profile. Also, Martian guy, you don't actually have to go with anybody because you built a bunch of remote stuff.
Yeah, I can help from here.
But
in the unlikely event that you need skills that require not people.
Okay. So I'm going to put Corvus on standby. He's going to go hang out in steerage. That leaves Boris. Boris, are you on Team Charm or are you going to be on Team Profile?
I'm going to go with Team Charm. I think I can be Lance's hype man.
That's what I was saying. Well, I think we could use your celebrity status and my celebrity status to figure out something.
Team Profile will roll Mind and Academics. Team Charm, I need you guys to roll a whole bunch of dice. You're going to roll your Mind and your Will because you're trying to be clever and forceful. And you're going to roll your Deceit and Negotiation because you're here on false pretenses.
Ooh.
So I roll those twice?
You roll your Mind, your Will, your Deceit, and your Negotiation. Grab a big wad of all of those. And if you're missing any, don't grab them. And then roll all of them on the table.
Gotcha. So this is my deceit roll.
You will get an extra D8.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that's one failing of the character sheet because it doesn't let you roll a skill without a skill. It like this concept that Cardinal has of mixing and matching skill dice isn't a concept that apparently shows up in a lot of other games.
So does this not work? No, I rolled a 2 and a 3. So
okay. So you roll Deceit but you have negotiation. You haven't rolled your negotiation dice.
I haven't rolled my. Do I roll the? Okay, I'm gonna hold a.
Just by itself. Don't roll anything with it. You roll Mind, Will, Deceit, Negotiation. So just roll Negotiation with no other attributes.
Gotcha. 1 second. 1
second. Well, and you get a bonus D8 from Boris because Boris is helping you fit in. It's like, no, the modern kids don't say things like 23 skidoo.
But unfortunately, I rolled a 2. So I only got 1 success.
So you go to the university, and this is a great filler episode where you would go to the university and go, I've still got charm. Hey there, kids. Things are swell all the way around. I'm here to do a retrospective, and all of the academy people that you talk to, with 1 success, they're nice and polite to you, especially saying things like, well, as much as, really what you'd want to see in your interview retrospective is that your era was an era of backward savagery, of atomic wars that nearly exterminated all life. Whereas we are monuments to the hope and promise of a better life where people are free to not die in bizarre and pointless wars.
And I'm like, yeah, if you just want to submit yourself to mindless authority with no control or civil rights, that sounds cool to me.
That's your world, not ours. I mean, you will talk to some people and you won't get a lot of information out of them. You will talk to one administrator, who will say like, well, we can't help you with Dr. Hasselstoff's personal effects. She went on sabbatical she went on sabbatical a year ago, but she only had 6 months worth of sabbatical. After that expired, basically she was fired pro forma by the university, and all her personal effects were discarded.
What about
did she mention why she was going on sabbatical?
I think she never really fit in here. She was unsatisfied with academic life, something about how we're all abstract and we all we're not actual theory. Plus we, I don't know, don't do enough to help the autochthonous people of the universe. She's very I think she's one of those weird alien lovers.
Right. And what would I guess we would already know, but what's her field of study was?
Her field of study is theoretical physics.
Theoretical physics.
You're actually the first person to ask this. Yes, theoretical physics. She's back when she was here, she was one of the leading papers on total conversion technology.
Interesting.
Does that any of you guys know what total conversion is?
Matter to energy?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Yes,
total
conversion. In theory, because of unified theory where E equals mc squared, it should be possible to make energy out of converting matter. And if you could do it as a controlled reaction instead of an atomic explosion,
you'd have unlimited power.
Yeah. It's just a theory anyway. There's no way you could actually do it.
Did she have any associates? Did anyone work with her on her research?
Right. We have some of her research papers here, and there's probably some extra names on it that might be graduate students. Are some of them still sticking around?
Oh, yeah, I might be able to help you. I'd have to make some phone calls. Why don't sure, yeah. Why not? I think what you really hold on. I think I know who you want to talk to. You don't want to talk to me because she had some people. Let me see who's. Let me look at my Filofax here because it's retro future and we still use Filofaxes.
Got to pull out the Rolodex.
An electric Rolodex. You have to hit a button to make it spin.
Yeah, I think you really want to talk to. Oops, sorry guys, I keep flipping windows here. Okay. The professor who she worked with the closest is Dr. Avery Dr. Avery Henvangian, and he would he's still in the theoretical physics department. He'll have some office hours. He has late office hours this evening. If you came back, if you go to his office, well, I'm just about right about now, I think you get some audience with him.
Awesome.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Thank you very much. You've been very helpful.
Okay, so they send you off there. Meanwhile, team profile. Assembling a profile is our favorite. It's mind and academics.
Yep, I got 2 successes.
2 successes.
Yep.
And you are going through public information. I'll let you roll an extra D12 because your authority will help you with public information.
All right,
okay.
I'll do some assisting here.
Okay, so Dr. Hasselstoff was a member of the theoretical physics department.
Ooh.
Okay, and you can find several things where she was also one of the more outspoken people of what, let me see if I can. She is an autochthonous. Yes, she is definitely an autochthonous. She's definitely a person who believes that aliens such as the Mercurians and the Jovians, we don't need a repeat of the imperialism that we had in the past, that alien worlds should be sanctuaries, not exploited. And she didn't get along very well with some of the other university people because of that, is what you can assemble from the profile. But she also worked in the theoretical physics department, where she wrote 3 papers on stuff that makes no sense to any of you, like exponential primitivation theory and practice, and quantum entanglement, not for singles anymore, or yeah. The Martians are a thorny issue because the Martians are a decadent empire that have fallen out of place. But really, the pet issues for some people now are whether, after the violence of the Martians and some of the Venusians, I think, didn't actually have interplanetary travel, if I read that correctly, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Right. And not to mention the threat that is the Thermionic Empire. Hasselhoff was under the opinion, and she didn't get along very well. Plus, also, while she published a couple papers, they kind of dry up after a while. And also, you find a filing. Actually, I don't think you don't file for tenure. You just get appointed to tenure, don't you?
Yeah.
Eventually, your university heads will decide, you've been here long enough.
Well, that, and also the purpose of tenure is to protect somebody, because if you have tenure, you can't be fired. So the theory behind that is that you can say anything you want because you can't be fired. Your job is guaranteed for life. Well, Dr. Hasselhoff doesn't have any of that. It says she went on a sabbatical, and then there's also a note that says she was terminated. Her employment expired, I guess is the best way to say that. But and I guess you'll find some of the filings of the papers when these guys get back, they'll explain that some of these papers are referring to total conversion technology.
Converting matter into energy completely, therefore unlimited power, therefore what everyone's fighting about.
It would be you wouldn't have to mine radioactives for it. It wouldn't have pollution. I mean, it's a pipe dream and impossible. But when
not according to this paper.
Well, when you hear that, hey, Dr. Corvus, can you roll a D8 for me?
While I'm rolling that, wasn't Dr. Avery mentioned on Mercury as well?
I think so.
I think so too. The name is ringing a bell.
I might have come up in the Random Generation twice. Let me check. No, I don't think so. I apologize.
If Dr. Avery has come up before.
Maybe that was the name of the missing scientist.
That might be the name of the missing scientist. Sorry, my random generator is.
We found her. Mission accomplished, guys.
No, mission's over.
She rode a rocket back to Earth and met us here.
Okay, like the profile they assemble and some of the data and the discussion, and now it clicks with you. This paper is a discussion of a process that of a theory that possibly could be the key to total conversion technology, safe, free, unlimited energy.
Good.
You cross-reference that with the papers they come up with in the profile, and
how many gadgetry successes do I need to make such a device?
Well, you need to build 4 specific devices.
I'm willing to give it a shot.
Paper.
Does it tell me how to make them?
No, that's the problem. It refers to 4 specific devices that Hasselhoff has heard of, because it says that you'll need a zero permittivity crucible.
That's easy enough.
A null, encased in a null gravity chamber.
Sure, seems to be all about getting rid of stuff or making sure nothing sticks around. I got it.
To make sure nothing happens during it, you'll need a positronic controller with a exahertz processing speed to monitor all of it.
Of course, duh.
Let's see. And what was the 4th thing?
Do you think we're gonna have time to do all this while we're tracking down terrorists?
I'm gonna guess it's gonna be like a baryonic injector or something like that.
Back then,
No. The last one is the what I mentioned before, the exponential permittivator generator field, to change the basic permittivity of the electron bond.
Right, but you've got nothing injecting any matter to be converted to begin with.
Well, in theory, it can convert any matter.
Right, but your device is a series of spheres basically wrapped upon one another to make sure that nothing escapes or bad happens. But you've got no device to create or to insert the matter to be generated to begin with.
Of course you do. You have a shovel.
Oh, well,
you just shoveled in like it's a steam engine. It's fine.
In other words,
if you just put the stuff in the middle, you close the sphere over it.
And this is something so like gadgets and gizmos in the game are designed to be like very quick throwaway things. Like you already know the theory behind this to build this. But as another staple of this genre is, the wondrous device, the astounding device, if you were. Well, that requires very specific knowledge and abilities to build. Because that's why you kidnap scientists. Because if you kidnap a scientist, you can get them to build your doomsday device for you.
Yeah, no, you kidnap me if you want to blow up your planet by mistake. Well, we got this crackpot here. He knows what he's doing. Oh no,
Right.
The thing has gone wrong. Kidnap the scientist to fix what he's done.
Right. So you would have
more like.
Yeah. You would actually have to find. So, in other words, now that they've described the papers and you can assemble that, you, Dr. Corvus, can go ahead and move the papers around and say, "Oh, that's what this paper is." It describes 4 other. If you had 4 other theoretical devices, you could totally convert matter to energy. But these other 4 devices are completely theoretical.
Yeah, no, it's like a scene from Explorers or some 70s, 80s sci-fi movie where, if I put these sheets together, the edges have some sort of, it forms a diagram.
Yeah. Right. So it's at the moment. So if these other 4 devices existed, you might be able to build this. But who knows if these other 4 devices exist?
Well, you all know that the atomic industry will never let us build a total free conversion energy device.
Well, but you don't want the Thermionic Empire to get that because they don't give a care about economics.
Who knows what they could do with that? They could do unlimited evil.
They might use this as a weapon.
And Dr. Corvus could say, well, you don't want the Martians to have limited energy either. But
I mean, they really wouldn't care.
Well, regardless of whether we build this thing or not, let's just take back the scientists who can definitely try to build this thing from the crazy fascists who think they deserve to control the world from the asteroid belt.
Right, one terrible evil at a time.
Then we can decide what to do with the wonder device.
Okay, so speaking of terrible evil, I would like John Lancer and Boris Blaskowitz to roll their mind and observation for no good reason. And if you have danger sense, you get to roll an extra d12.
I'm sure nothing is going to happen. We're perfectly safe. We're on Earth and we're in academia. They're just a bunch of nerds. Nothing could happen. I used to beat up nerds.
I didn't notice a damn thing.
Right. The 2 of you are on university campus, and John Lancer is looking around, going, "Yeah, I can fit in with the kids. I'm, how do you do, fellow kids?
I'm flirting with a few co-eds."
Look, Lancer, I knew they rejected you for all these interviews, but maybe we could get a drink later. It'll turn out all right.
What was the was the number on Lancer's football jersey again?
So, but it's after hours, and so like 7 p.m. on office hours.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to meet the scientist in his lab, Boris, there's just something about it that kind of rubs you the wrong way, like just the way the sodium lights hang in the sky or the darkness. It's just something about it just is triggering your senses. But Lancer thinks you're silly.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? We're on a college campus.
Yeah.
The lights could go out.
Okay, and
I waited a few seconds there for dramatic effect. It didn't happen, so maybe
I'm literally just knocking on the door. Hey, what's up, Doc?
Yes, come right in. Yeah, and so you'll go ahead and go into the office. Oh geez. Yeah. And when you get into the office, the first thing that Boris immediately notices is that there's no one in here. There's actually a phone that's off the hook on the table. Okay?
Interesting. Is like one of the windows hanging open?
I'm like, what?
No, but you will notice a flash from one of the windows, and you will immediately take the guard action.
Okay.
Because you don't have focus. And then you, I guess, will scream, get down, because I need both of you to make dodge rolls, and I will give Boris a bonus to it, unless you want to do something else with your one action.
Oh, thank you.
Do I
My
have
cat-like
evasion?
my-
Nope.
My cat-like reflexes.
Okay, and this is all right. So that is 2 successes. Pretty good.
I got 1 success.
Okay. 1 success. All right. So what happens is the two of you get down. There's going to be a flash as you hear a whooshing noise, and a rocket flies into the window and explodes in the room. John, you have 2 successes, so you will take 3 points of damage. So I need you to soak that. First, you will roll your body dice, and then if you have any endurance dice, you can roll those. Each 4 better you get soaks 1 point of damage.
All right, so I just roll body first, or do
Yep.
I?
You can roll body and endurance at the same time. It works too. I just mentioned that because not everybody has endurance dice. Boris,
I do.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. You have 2 successes in your dodge. You only take 2 points of damage, but you soaked 1 point of that. What sort of outfit are you wearing?
Me?
Yeah. Are you wearing the fancy outfit, the hardy outfit? What are you wearing?
No, I'm wearing my Astro Patrol outfit.
Okay. So that would be a rough outfit. Go ahead and roll a bonus D8. I'm sorry, you only take 2 points of damage because you actually have 2 successes in the dodge. The person, oh, no, you have 1 success. My bad. You take 3 points. My bad. All right. It doesn't matter. You only soak 2 of it. There is 1 point left. You must tap one of your soaks or be incapacitated. Now, every character started with Panic Soak, and you got, actually, you're a man out of time. Don't you have like Hurt Soak and Injure Soak or whatever?
I've rolled 4 successes at this point.
On the dodge, you rolled 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I rolled 1 success on dodge.
Oh, right. All right. So Lancer rolled 2 success. He takes 2 points of damage, which he said. Okay, so we're done. You guys are right. John, you go what? And then there's a boom. You cover your face and dive behind the desk, which catches on fire. You're okay. You take 3. Boris, you take 3 points of damage.
Let's do it. Here's soak. Doesn't soak anything.
You take 3 points of damage. Pretty bad. You gotta soak that by tapping other soaks.
I will go ahead and tap injury soak. I am viciously burned by this missile exploding in the room.
Okay. Right. So whoosh, boom. You go, oh my god. Well, John, both of you survive.
Yeah, barely.
Okay, but you can hear some commotion out in the hallway. You have 1 round to react before something happens. You could dive out the hole in the window. You could wait to see what's coming in next, or...
I don't like the idea of whoever's behind us. Let's get out of here.
All right.
And I'll make my way towards the hole.
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to dive out the hole, it's going to be a roll of body speed and athletics.
Sweet.
Oh. This is going to be crazy.
What do you want to do, Mr. Lancer? Oh, God. Mr. Lancer dives out the hole, falls to the ground, and injures himself. You take another 3 points of damage. I need you to soak that with the same drill.
I told you to stunt roll.
Wow. 4 dice, and I failed all 4.
Forrest, you have 1 success. You were hit with broken glass for 1 point of damage. Soak 1 point for me, please.
Okie doke.
Which I believe you can do in theory.
I have 3 dice, so
Okay.
there we go. Yep.
I have Hurt Soak, I can negate 3 points of damage.
Well, okay. So when you take the 3 points of damage, you immediately get the soak. So go ahead and roll your body endurance and an extra D8 from your outfit again.
Gotcha.
You might actually soak this. Who can tell?
Gotcha. Body, endurance, and you said an extra D8?
Yep.
That's for the roll. 2 successes.
Okay. Well, you took 3 points of damage. There is 1 point left. You must tap a soak to get rid of that. You could tap panic soak, which gets rid of 2 points, or you could tap hurt soak or injured soak. Hurt soak comes back at the end of the scene. Injury takes longer.
I'll take hurt soak. I mean,
okay. You're all cut up and bloody.
Yeah.
But otherwise fine, because you're man enough time. They made him tougher back then.
That's right.
Okay, so
didn't quite land on my feet.
and tuck and roll. You two look terrible. You are now on the campus quad. I don't have a map for this, but then you'll hear some people like burst into the room and say, "Where are they? I don't see them." And then you'll see a figure appear in the window and say, "There they are!"
Quick, scramble.
Yeah.
They start shooting their ray guns at you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, damn, we're in a tight spot.
If you guys run away, that will be a roll of body, speed, and athletics.
Hey.
Are either of you cowards?
No.
Nope.
And neither of you have running.
1 success.
Do either of you have stealth?
No.
Oh, what kind of cat are you, Lancer?
As a cat, I got athletic evasion, observation, an acrobat.
Okay.
An acrobat. Actually,
you're an acrobat. Oh, okay. Well, we'll worry about that later. Acrobat means you can fall better, so we should have given that.
I just realized that too. So my apologies.
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'll just rule that the two of you run away, and you have at least 1 success, so you guys get shot at. But managed to run. Where are you guys running to?
We should probably try heading back to our port of call here.
Yeah,
okay.
where the other 3 are.
You are not pursued off campus. By the way, I think Quasar is going to point out that you guys actually have.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, once we're slightly out of danger, we'll just tap that and double tap. It's like, I think our professor's associates are in a bit of danger too.
Go ahead and roll a d12 for me, please. The radio's fine.
Yay!
The radio has a 1 in 12 chance of not working, so you're fine.
So yeah, I tap back in with that. That or they were part of
he lured
the futurists
us in
the whole time.
He definitely lured us in.
Who's that one that told us about the office hours? Gosh, I can't even remember his face now.
So, armed with this information, what do you do?
We need to trace that phone call.
In fact, Captain Proteus, those guys just radioed in and said the university professor tried to kill them.
We've been attacked. The university professor lured us into a trap. We need to trace a phone call.
Okay, so are they still under attack?
No, they ran away and then called you.
We're hiding right now.
We're gonna go. I guess we'll make our way towards them, and I call campus security, I guess.
Okay. So you call as much of authority. So you call in the police, and you guys sit tight. I'm going to go ahead and move forward. If you have hurt soak, you may recharge it because you ain't got time to bleed. So recharge that. And yes, the police will show up and say, "We're sorry to hear that you we're under attack. What happened?" So someone apparently used an improvised explosive rocket to try and kill you.
I felt it.
Gee whiz, thanks, Sherlock.
Well, actually, not trying to kill you. I'm sorry, we're police. They must have been trying to kill Dr. Avery because that's his office and he was the primary target.
Right. Yeah, of course. That must have been it.
Okay.
Who sent you there?
Um,
You were talking to one of their coworkers, right?
They talked to a random. They talked to a random aide who sent them.
yeah, some random professors told us that this Dr. Avery was an associate of the professor, the missing professor.
And
This
in
was
my
their
previous-
officer.
in my
You
previous
tried
class,
to.
I confirmed that based on my
Let's see.
profile of the doctor. Do I know that Avery was indeed an associate?
Dr. Avery Henvogen. Dr. Avery Henvogen is indeed a professor at the university, and the aide that they were described as seeing before, Dolores Marchesi. You can find information on both of them. Dr. Marchesi doesn't answer the phone. Neither Marchesi nor Hervogen answer their phones for inquiries at this time.
Of course
Can't
not.
imagine why.
Of course not.
But Dr. Henvogen is indeed on university staff. You know where you remember his name from, Captain Proteus. He wrote a dissent on one of Hasselstoff's paper.
Interesting. Okay.
Marchesi is a teaching assistant that works here. Neither of them are answering calls for comment.
All right.
And I'm also going to point out that when we went into Dr. Avery's room, he wasn't there and his telephone was off and he was speaking through the telephone.
Yeah, it was a trap.
They're one step ahead of us.
Unfortunately, the campus police can't verify that. All they could verify was that the office was struck by a missile.
But there was a
Right.
phone call. Is there any way of tracing the phone call?
Yeah, because
if it was internal to the university, it would have gone through the university
switchboard, right?
Yeah, it would have just been it would have been direct dial. So no, there's really no way to trace a phone call. This isn't the era of computers where there's records of that kind of stuff.
But do we have for setting detail? Are they using like switchboards with switchboard operators?
The phone call.
The
phone call could have come from anywhere because they could have called and left it off the hook and waited for you to come in. So the call could have come from anywhere, but the timing implies they were observing you, and they could have been observing you from across the
courtyard.
Across the courtyard, which is where the missile came from. You can go to where the missile came from. That's not that hard to telemetrize.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do that. Let's triangulate where this rocket came from and see if there's any suspicious room or.
Before you, where are you right now?
Oh, they're at the university.
I mean, I'm there with, right?
Yeah, we're all together now, I assume.
You can be physically there if you want to be, yes.
I just want to make a little adjustment to your outfit. Yeah, I'm going to add aeroplane to your outfit.
Congratulations, you can now fly. Remember that while flying, there is a breakdown die.
Who, me?
To which person's outfit?
To Lance, the one who fell so dramatically to their doom.
Congratulations, Commando Cody.
Slowly upgrading you.
I'm the Rocketeer now.
Slowly upgrading you to compensate for your faults as an organic being.
Just remember,
I have breakdown dice now.
It has a breakdown die. Let's see, aeroplane. You roll a D8.
D12.
If it rolls a 1, it stops working and you plummet like a rock.
Gotcha. All right, let me put that in here.
I'm showing it's a D12.
You roll after every minute of flying, or if you take damage.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at animatronic. My bad.
Are you giving him animatronic?
No. I was saying D12, and you were saying D8, and I was like, oh, sorry, I was looking at animatronic, which is D12.
Yeah, the way we game balance these is all of them are the same difficulty to make, because if I made this sliding scale, we'd be here all day, or people would forget. So instead, the way we balance them is they have different breakdown dice. Like trivial stuff that isn't that great, like detecting weird stuff, has a higher breakdown die than, say, really cool stuff like being able to fly.
So basically, I have a giant rocket pack on. I can.
I assume you were the rocket pack and not helicopter.
You know what? Hold on. Let's 3 successes is enough. I am going to add dirigible to your outfit, and wait for it. Boom! I'm gonna add keyed, so that if you start to fall at a high rate of velocity, the dirigible will come out.
I
So
have to point out that none of this has been disguised, so you now have this big backpack on your back.
That's great. What's it called? What's the last thing called?
you have a
Key.
keyed dirigible.
Key.
In other words, he put in an aeroplane, but if that fails, he built in he built in a fail-safe hot air balloon.
Gotcha.
I mean, you want me to go one further, then sure.
Would you like to just give him a parachute
Boom,
as
now
well?
it's camouflaged as well.
Okay, now it's camouflage, so it just looks like an ordinary backpack, so you have to deploy it before you can use it. So congratulations, Flyboy. Congratulations, John Lancer.
So do I have to deploy my airplane or deploy the airplane?
You have to deploy the airplane, otherwise it's hidden on your outfit.
Gotcha.
People
That's
assume
cool.
you just have a stylish backpack, but
It's three flying machines in one.
The length of overkill that happens after you fall out of a window once.
Oh my god, I've become Buzz Lightyear.
So how? Yeah, you're basically Buzz Lightyear. Okay, how many times have you rolled this damn gadget roll and it's not gone down?
Every time.
Which is like what, 12?
I don't know. Every time.
This is getting incredibly lucky as
Well,
such.
remember, I am also that kind of person that's put everything into gadgeteering, so...
Well, when you go to investigate the place, speaking of gadgeteering, when you go to investigate where the rocket came from, you find the discarded improvised tube that the rocket was made out of. To examine it is a roll of mind and craft.
That sounds like a job for you.
Can I assist him with some observation?
No, you can only assist with mind and craft, but you can still assist with mind and craft.
Improvised, but not a gadget, right?
It is not. It doesn't look like a gadget.
Okay.
I take it that Ralph is not there.
No, you guys are all here because I think you all converged on this.
We radioed you in. The danger's over.
It doesn't matter.
Actually, Ralph could probably assist you.
Okay, this is the type of improvised weapon that is often seen in the hands of mutant crime gangs.
Oh my goodness.
From
the nuclear, I guess, from the nuclear waste.
In the nuclear wasteland.
All right. Well, so much for going to the asteroids.
By mutant criminals.
All right, everybody put their lead apron on. We're going to the radioactive land.
I actually had mutant as a type in my first draft, I think.
You did. And in fact, I think we need to put it back.
Okay, fantastic.
As monsters.
Thank you for reminding me, because originally I took them out, and I think we need to put them back as a type.
Agreed.
Thanks for reminding me. I originally wasn't going to have mutant gangs, but then I started reading more of the. Well, you have Atomic Wars, we're going to have mutants. So, yeah. All right. They would, if you want to look for mutants. Well, if you want to look for mutants, you got to look for mutants in Old Jersey City.
I gotcha. How do we get to Old Jersey City?
The sewers, obviously.
We take the elevator.
We all know
It only takes
Futurama.
3 days.
Okay, so now, now I think I need, okay, so now, I know I said the quest log is only supposed to be 3, but that's not actually a hard rule. This is a suggestion in Urban Jungle.
Mhm.
Okay, so, now you not only have the quest log, but you also need, to deal not only find hostile staff, but you also need to deal with the total conversion weapon. Okay,
it's a total conversion weapon now.
Resolve that's total conversion issue
device.
Yeah, the total conversion device. Let's go with that. If somebody discovers the secret of it, if this is something that could actually happen, conversion of matter. Like obviously there are people taking this seriously. Because whoever these futurists are, suddenly Hazelstoff has become a hot property because people are willing to kill. It looks like Captain Proteus, what was supposed to be a simple little escort mission, has suddenly snowballed into the fate of the solar system itself.
hangs in the balance.
This is irritating. I think
This is worth your pension, right?
I'm actually being a cowardly and nervous sort of character. I'm actually going to start showing a bit of strain and fussing and so forth. But
some people have importance thrust upon them.
It's true. We're going to do this. The Escapulus.
Come on, Captain.
It could all be bogus.
Captain, what's got you so nervous?
Seeing as we have we started.
There's no process documented for this, but
don't worry, Captain. We'll just wing it. We'll go in there. We'll kick some mutant butt. We'll save the scientists, and we'll be heroes. We'll be in lawnmower commercials.
That's a process I can get behind, and I will high five Lance.
I want to improve the captain's outfit to make him impervious to stress.
That would basically be like pumping him full of dexedrine. That's not the best idea.
Yeah, it's a thing that reads his heart rate, and every time it injects him with the proper chemical.
Is the experimental armor in Fallout 3 or is in Fallout New Vegas the one that keeps saying you need a dose of vitamin M and keeps injecting you with morphine?
Oh shoot! Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. I can't remember it.
That sounds like a New Vegas thing.
Yeah, it's great. So I'm going to suggest that because we had a big violent encounter, a lot of stuff, we got a lot to think about and some things to edit. I think this is probably a good place to end our story for today. How does that sound?
Particularly since you have to come up with a toxic radioactive wasteland encounter.
Yes.
Well, I have a lot of this planned. I do have an outline, but I do need a little more time. Plus, also, I think this is a good high point. I mean, so the first thing we do in the game, of course, is we have the debriefing. So, are you enjoying the game?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, indeed.
I can roll a D6 30 times in a row and never get a 1. It's perfect.
I love that I have positioned myself now that whenever our research digs too deep, I'm there to literally take the bullet.
It's just happened that you've gone where the violent encounters are.
I know, it's great. I love it.
I mean, I do some improv because we have to improv a couple things violence-wise. But I'm also a big fan of hammer theory, which is whatever your character is good at, you'll want to keep doing that. I do try to press characters sometimes outside of their comfort zone a little bit, but you're a party of adventurers. The people who are good at doing something are going to go do the thing that they're good at. And to solve any problem, you're going to look at what skills that you have. So I know I made a little fun of how you guys are academically diagnosing everything, but you're criminal investigators. You should be smart. So I'm enjoying that part of it. So I'd like to thank everybody for participating in the debriefing. So because you participated in the briefing, you get 1 experience point. Huzzah. Now, also, does anyone have any personal goals that they have accomplished at this session? Because everyone started the game with a personal goal they got to make up themselves.
Having addressed the game field experience one in the first session, that no longer applies in this session, correct?
I'm sorry, I didn't.
One of my goals is game field experience, and I think I achieved that.
I gave you the gift of leadership for that. So
that's covered then. Okay.
Leadership's a bonus D12 when you rally other people, because you realized at that moment that even though you could shoot and get that guy, it wasn't enough. You need your team. You need to rise to the challenge of command.
Exactly.
Can you do it, Captain Proteus?
I will. I can. I will be a new goal, I think, was rise to the challenge of command. That'll be a new goal for next session, though, I think.
Does anyone else? Well, you only get to set 1 personal goal. All the other goals I set.
Understood.
And just to clarify, we got 2 of those right now. Recover Hasselhoff and deal with the total conversion weapon, correct?
Right. That might be a while.
Okay.
Oh, I know where Hasselhoff is. Let's go to Germany.
Let's go to Germany.
I love Hasselhoff in Germany.
Yeah. I don't know if we accomplished Lancer's personal goal.
No, we haven't.
Okay, well, that's cool.
I can't wait to fly my ship.
Now you've got a backpack, so go for it. Okay, and all right. So no personal goals. The next thing we always do is we reread the mottos. So Boris, what was your motto?
Let nobody hold you back, not even missiles.
Nobody did. Dr. Corvus, it was you.
Eureka.
Summers.
When the door closes, break the window.
Lancer, what's your motto?
Never give up, never surrender.
Yep. Which was funny because you guys jumped out the window and ran, but you did come back. And Captain Proteus, your motto?
Document the process and follow it.
You guys are huge documentation. The purpose of the motto is just to remind me what your characters are on about. So I, as the GM, have a foothold for it. So everybody gets 1 experience point for that. So that should be your 2nd experience point. You've earned 2. Okay. And unless anybody wants to spend any weird experience points on anything, I think I think that's everything.
Mm-hmm.
What can I use 2 points on? Could
Nothing.
I raise nothing? Okay, then I'll hold it.
It takes at least 4 points to buy anything. You can take things that you've already earned and sell them back. So, but you missed the first session. So,
Gotcha. Okay.
4 points would buy me a die in shooting, right?
4 points would buy you a D4 in shooting,
Which is more than I have now. So,
That's right.
Yeah.
all right, I'm going to do that. I'll spend it.
All that target range practice is going to pay off today. In fact, I think you've done the 2nd most shooting in the party. The first most shoot is the Mad Martian.
I've shot everything. I've hit everything I've aimed at.
I know.
Not damaged anything, but
I'll claim a 3rd by firing a gun.
I mean, to be fair, I was shooting an Tommy gun, so the bullets just pour out of it.
So so that's ooh, okay. Thanks for reminding me of the mutants too, because I had a note to add mutants and then I forgot. So I'll go ahead and put mutant back in there because everybody likes mutants, right?
Absolutely.
Do you still have the text that I've written for the flavor?
Oh, I have all. Yeah, I save all of it. I mean, I save new drafts every day because we're working on Astounding Science, which I'm very excited is now in a playable state. I'm enjoying it because I enjoy this kind of stuff. I enjoy genre type stuff, and it's fun to also you get away from the retro future that's Myriad Song, which is 70s sci-fi, and get into the retro future, which is I'm the Heinlein and Piper fan, so I got ameliorate that a little bit. So thanks everybody for coming by. It looks like we had a internet held up. I mean, sorry about the delay, but looks like we held up. So yeah, Astounding Science is not available for sale, but Urban Jungle is. We sell our games on DriveThruRPG, Amazon.com, the best retailers and some dodgy ones, because I work for SanguineGames.com, and where we make Urban Jungle. And currently we're working on more Ironclaw stuff, as well as some more stuff in the future. But we often stream here on twitch.tv/Ractus. So do we have any more stuff to promote? What's coming up next?
We probably got a tabletop thing coming up next time. Pretty sure.
Yep. Boardroom, I believe, is at 6 p.m. EDT.
Yes, sir.
And yep, so that's coming up next. We got to give you guys some time to prepare for that. Do we know what we're doing today on Boardroom?
I think it's Salem 1692. Is that the right year?
Ooh. Well, I know the
Salem. Right.
Yeah, okay, so that sounds pretty cool. Anybody else got anything else to hype?
Nope, we're all good, I think.
We're good. I mean, once again, thanks everybody. Thanks, Piat, for writing this kind of stuff, and I will see you guys later. I'm going to go ahead and take care of some stuff.
Take care.
See ya.